Hey viewers, this is the day 115 of my journey to improve my communication skills. Coming to my DSA practice, today again, as usual, I solve the daily lead code streak problem. So the problem is basically a medium based problem, like we have to find the number of the push which is required to print the given string. For given the 8 numbers in which the different alphabets are written, and we have to calculate the total number of the push which is required to print a string that we can directly calculate with the mathematical formula. Along with the daily lead code streak problem, I solved another 4 problems. 3 problems are related to the strings, and one problem is related to the array. The array problem is a hard problem of the lead code, in which we have to calculate the median of two sorted array. And I watched the video on the YouTube, and after that I get the intuition from the chat GPT, and uh, then I wrote the code according to the according to my understanding about the problem, and I got a lot of errors, and then I get it correct from the chat GPT, and in the end I submitted the hard problem. Then coming to the string related problems, I solved 3 problems. First one is we have to remove the outermost parenthesis. It's very easy problem. We just keep a track of the inner parenthesis, and the outermost parenthesis automatically removed. And another problem which I solved is to find the maximum odd number in a string. In these problems, we first need to convert the string into the numbers with the help of SKY values, and after converting into numbers, we can calculate the which is the highest odd number present in the string. And after calculating, we should again convert it into a string. So this is basically a problem statement. And the last problem which I solved is um, how to reverse the string. Basically, it's not a palindrome, like given a string like the sky is blue, we have to return blue is sky day. So this is basically the problem statement. And this again, first I convert, I took a list and convert the string into the list, and after converting into, I reverse it and finally return it to the function. So this is the basic. These are the problems which I solved today, and I still have to do a lot of dry run so that I can master this concept, because learning new problem is not the solution. More important is to learning the patterns. If you learn the pattern, you can solve any problem regarding these type of questions. Coming to my reading section, I continued reading the book which is how to win the friends and influence people. So again, the author mentioned a lot of little stories to impress the people, what kind of tone we have to use, and what kind of stuffs the people who are already doing well in their field, how they influence the people. So a lot of small stories Arthur mentioned, and each story give a very strong conclusion regarding how to influence the people. And there is a story like a New York company regarding telephone, and they discovered, or we can say that they examined the 500 calls, and in the 500 calls, most of the words which is used is I. So mainly people are thinking about only for themselves. That's why they are not able to connect with the people. If you really want to build a good connection with the people, you first give a high priority to the other people rather than you. Then only you can build a good connection with the other people. That is mentioned in the book. So today again I encountered with a lot of the new words whose meaning I don't know, and rather than just learning more than 10 words, I just focus on 2 or 3 words. So that's why I can remember it for a long time, because if I focus on 10 or 20 words in a single day, I can't remember them for a long period of time, and the vocabulary will never increase. So the first word which I learned today is wag. Wag basically means to move something very quickly side by side, and it is especially related to the tail. So the sentence we can make on it, like the dog uh, moves back. Uh, the dog moves his back like when it sees his owner. And then the second word which I learned is detriment. Detriment basically means to harm, to damage, or to destroy something. And the sentence on this we can say that like lack of sleep can detriment my performance. And another word which I learned is intonation. Intonation basically means the rise and the fall of the voice. So to understand this, we can take the example of sentences like he is coming. If I say with this voice, then it's looking like some normal sentence. And if I put some stress, he is coming, then it looks like a some question. So this is basically meaning of intonation. When we give some rise and fall in the voice while speaking, then we can say that we are using intonation. So this is all about which I learned today, and still I am learning a new things and exploring the new concept regarding communication and the technical stuff. And yeah, this is just a beginning, and I have to continue this journey to become the best version of myself. Thank you for watching this video, and I also focused on my mistakes, what mistake I was doing in the past. What I notice is the most important thing I work on is like I'm using a lot of the filler words like so basically, which I tried to improve in the past 4 or 5 videos, and still I am using the so word again and again. I will try to improve in the further videos. Thank you for watching this video. See you soon. Bye bye.